It's Monday morning and you walk into the office. A new project is announced in the meeting. The company is creating a new department, the digital transformation team. Anyone interested? Your thoughts. I've never done this before. Do I have enough technical knowledge? What if I fail? You stay silent. 2 weeks later, a colleague as inexperienced as you takes that position. 6 months later, they get promoted. You're still at the same desk, doing the same job. The opportunity was there, but you didn't see it. Is this your story? Maybe not, but it's all of our stories. Career advancement isn't a matter of luck. It's not about being in the right place at the right time. The real issue is this: being able to see the opportunity and being able to adapt quickly. If you want to learn this skill, watch this video to the end, because after this video, you'll interpret every change, every opening, every uncertainty around you differently. In this video, I'll show you 3 things: why you're missing out on career opportunities, how a samurai solved this 400 years ago, and how to quickly adapt to new field using Miyamoto Musashi's principles. If you're ready, let's begin. Chapter 1. The Invisible Door. Why can't you see career opportunities? Because they don't come as opportunities. They come as uncertainty. They come as risk. They come as extra work. A manager asks, "Can you manage this project?" What you hear: more responsibility, more stress, more risk. But what was actually being asked? Are you ready for a leadership position? A new technology is discussed in a meeting. Everyone is silent. You are silent too, because you don't know that technology. But at that moment, a door is actually opening. The first person to learn this field will become the leader in that field. The Japanese call this space, the distance between two things, the silence between the end of one note and the beginning of the next. Opportunity is hidden in that silence, but most people don't see that gap because they're preoccupied with what they know. They're locked into their habits. They're in their comfort zones. Research from Harvard Business School confirms this. 70% of employees reject new assignments offered to them on the grounds that they are not ready. But 80% of those who get promoted say they were not ready when they accepted the job. What's the difference? It's not about being ready. It's about courage. Now I'm going to introduce you to a master, a samurai who sees this game, who uses these gaps. Before I introduce him, you are a valuable person like everyone else. You don't watch silly videos, you try to improve yourself. I love you. Write in the comments what kind of videos you want to see. Chapter 2. Miyamoto Musashi and the Beginning of the Journey. 1584, Japan. Miyamoto Musashi is 7 years old. His father abandoned him, his mother died. His uncle Dorinbo is a priest at a temple. He takes Musashi in, but Musashi will not become a priest. He will become a warrior. At 13, he has his first duel. His opponent, Arima Kihei, is 30 years old, an experienced samurai. Everyone thinks Musashi will lose because he is just a child. He has no experience, no technique, no habits, but he has one thing: adaptability. The duel begins. Kihei takes a traditional stance. He uses classic moves, but Musashi doesn't follow the rules. He makes unpredictable moves. He does nothing Kihei expects. Result: Musashi wins. Kihei dies. What did Musashi do? He played the game by his own rules. He fought 63 duels in his lifetime. He won all 63. But every duel was different. Every opponent was different. Every situation brought a new challenge. Musashi's strength wasn't his sword technique. His strength was this: he could adapt quickly to every new situation. In The Book of 5 Rings, he wrote, "Learn 1,000 things by practicing them 1,000 times, but try a different approach each time." This is the formula for career adaptation. Apply what you know, but shape it anew each time according to the new context. Chapter 3. The Triple System. Musashi's Principles of Adaptation. Musashi wrote The Book of 5 Rings at the end of his life. There are 3 fundamental principles in this book. These principles are still valid 400 years later, because human nature does not change. Principle 1. Heijoshin, calm mind. Heijoshin means everyday mind, that is, maintaining calm even in extraordinary situations. Musashi said, "See not the enemy's eyes, but his intent. Look not at his sword, but at his strategy." Career opportunities are easy when they come to you as opportunities, but most of the time they come as uncertainty. They come as change. They come as risk. Example: the company is opening a new market in another city, another country. You are offered. Will you go and set it up? What is your first reaction? Fear. What will happen to my family? Can I adapt to the new environment? What if I fail? Heijoshin says, don't panic, stay calm. Analyze the situation. Ask yourself, what does this offer gain me? What does it cost me? Will I regret making this move in 5 years, or will I regret not making it? Most of the time, the answer is clear, but if you don't stay calm, you won't see it. Principle 2, Kan, intuition. Kan means direct understanding in Zen philosophy, not logic, not analysis, inner knowledge. Musashi said, see not with your senses, but with your spirit. Sometimes an offer doesn't make sense, but a voice inside says do it. Sometimes an opportunity looks perfect on paper, but something inside feels off. Listen to that voice. Steve Jobs put it this way, you can't connect the dots looking backward. You have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. That trust is faith. Application. At a moment of decision, sit quietly for 5 minutes. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, then ask yourself, does this feel right? If you feel a heaviness, a resistance, the answer is no. If you feel a lightness, an opening, the answer is yes. Principle 3, Shoshin, beginner's mind. Shoshin means beginner's mind. It means approaching every situation as if it were the first time. Musashi said, the master's mind is like the beginner's mind, because the master is always ready to learn something new. The biggest enemy of career adaptation is this. I already know this. A new technology emerges. You say, this is of no use to my work. A new department is opened. I'm from a different field. That's not for me. A new project begins. I don't do that kind of work. These statements are career suicide. Shoshin says, look at every situation from scratch. Evaluate every opportunity as if it were your first. Example, when the iPhone came out in 2007, Nokia engineers said, a phone without a physical keyboard won't work. When Kodak saw digital photography, they said, film is our business. When Blockbuster saw Netflix, they said, people still like renting from stores. They all went under because they didn't know Shoshin. You know it, and you will win. Chapter 4, Jennifer's Story. Now, I'll tell you a true story. Jennifer worked at a consulting firm in Boston. She loved her job. She was successful. She earned a good salary. Everything was going well. One day, her manager came in. Jennifer, we're forming a new team. Blockchain consulting? Would you like to join this team? Jennifer knew nothing about blockchain. Zero. She had only read a news article or two. Her initial reaction, no, I don't know anything about this. I can't do it. But that night, she went home and thought about it. She remembered a quote from Musashi. The way to know 1,000 things is to know one thing 1,000 times. In other words, if you can become an expert in any field, you can become an expert in another field too, because the ability to learn is more important than content knowledge. The next day, he went to his manager. I accept, but on one condition. The first 3 months will be a learning period. Please allow me to make mistakes during this time. His manager agreed. Jennifer spent 2 hours every day for 3 months learning about blockchain. She took courses, she read books, she attended conferences, she spoke with experts. 6 months later, she became one of the best blockchain consultants in the company. A year later, she became the leader of that department. 2 years later, her salary doubled. What did Jennifer do? Shoshin. She maintained a beginner's mindset. She was ready to learn everything anew. Adaptation is not a skill. It is a decision. If you think you've ever turned down an opportunity by saying, I don't know this, write in the comments. I won't turn it down anymore. Chapter 5, Seeing Change, the Mitsuke Principle. Musashi has another principle, Mitsuke, the right view. Mitsuke means see what lies beneath, not just what is on the surface. There is an exercise for Japanese swordsmen. It is forbidden to look at your opponent's sword. Your eyes are fixed on your opponent's chest, because the sword can deceive you, but the chest reveals the intention of movement. Career opportunities are the same. They are not what they appear to be on the surface. A manager says to you, will you manage this project? You hear, more work. But what was really said? We are preparing you for a leadership position. The company is starting to use new software. Everyone is complaining. The old system was better. But what is really happening? The company is going digital, and those with digital skills will rise. Mitsuke asked this question. What opportunities does this change offer me? Most people see change as a threat, but change is actually a door, and that door is open to everyone, but only those who see it will walk through it. Example: in 2020, the pandemic began. Everyone stayed home. Most people panicked. What will happen to my job? What will happen to the economy? But some people used Metzger. They asked questions. Which sectors will grow? Which skills will become important? In which areas? Can I specialize during this period? Result: digital skills exploded. Remote work skills became critical. E-commerce, online education, digital marketing, cloud technologies. Some lost their jobs during the pandemic, but others accelerated their careers at twice the speed. The difference: perspective. Chapter 6. Rapid Adaptation. The Kata Principle. Musashi didn't just teach strategy. He also taught practice. In Japanese, this is called kata, a series of repeated movements. You know kata from karate movies, repeating the same movements hundreds, thousands of times. But kata is not just physical, it is also mental. In career adaptation, kata means a rapid learning protocol. Here's how it works. Step 1. Surface level scan. 1 day. You've encountered a new field. Within the first 24 hours, do a surface scan. Read 3 articles. Watch a YouTube video. Listen to a podcast. The goal: to understand the basic concepts of this field, not to understand it deeply, but to see the big picture. Step 2. Foundational structure. On 1 week, set aside 30 minutes every day for a week. Read a book. Start an online course. Complete the first modules. Goal: build the skeleton of the field. What parts does it consist of? What principles are at work? Step 3. Practical trial, 2 weeks. Move from theory to practice. Do a small project. Try a small application. Make mistakes. Correct them. Goal: turn what you've learned into experience. Step 4. Feedback loop. Watch it 1 month. Talk to an expert. Find a mentor. Show them your work. Ask, where am I going wrong? What do I need to improve? Goal: identify your blind spots. This protocol will take you from 0 to intermediate level in 6 weeks. An intermediate level is sufficient for most opportunities. Example: in 2015, a friend of mine didn't know JavaScript, but a new position opened up at his company, front-end developer. JavaScript was required to apply. He applied the kata protocol. On the first day, he researched what JavaScript was. In the first week, he started an online course. In the second week, he built a small web page. In the third week, he showed that page to a developer and got feedback. 6 weeks later, he applied. In the interview, he said, "I'm not an expert, but I'm learning." He got the job. 3 months later, he became the fastest learner on the team. Chapter 7. Using Uncertainty. The concept of mu. In Zen philosophy, there is the concept of mu, nothingness, emptiness. But this emptiness is not nothingness. It is potential itself. A Zen master asked his student, "Does a dog have Buddha nature?" The student said, "Yes." The master said, "Mu?" The student said, "No." The master again said, "Mu?" Mu is neither yes nor no. It is not yet determined, but it could be anything. Career opportunities are like that. They are uncertain, they are unclear, there are no guarantees, but within that uncertainty lies infinite possibility. Most people avoid uncertainty. Let there be something definite. Let there be a guaranteed path. But guaranteed paths are crowded with competition. Everyone goes there. Uncertain paths are empty. They require courage, but progress is swift on empty paths. Example: in the 1990s, the internet was new. No one knew what it would become. It was uncertain. Is this just a fad? Is it here? Stay? Most people waited. Let it become clear, then I'll get in, they said. But some jumped in. Jeff Bezos founded Amazon. Elon Musk founded PayPal. Larry Page and Sergey Brin founded Google. They jumped into the uncertainty. And within that uncertainty, they built empires. What will you do? Will you flee from uncertainty or use it? Chapter 8. Marcus's Transformation. Marcus worked at a marketing agency in Seattle. He had been in the same position for 10 years. He earned a good salary but wasn't advancing. One day, the company made an announcement. "We are establishing an artificial intelligence consulting department. Marcus only knew about artificial intelligence from the news. But one thing caught his attention. The department manager had not yet been decided. Marcus went home. That night, he spent 3 hours researching. What is artificial intelligence? How is it used in marketing? What tools are available? The following week, he scheduled a meeting with his manager. I want to work in this department, but I don't just want to work there. I want to build it. His manager was surprised. Do you know anything about artificial intelligence? Marcus: No, but I know marketing, I know customers, and I know how to learn. He was given a 2-week trial period. Marcus spent 2 hours a day learning about artificial intelligence during those 2 weeks. ChatGPT, Midjourney, automation tools. He tried everything. He worked on small projects. After 2 weeks, he made his presentation. His manager was convinced. Marcus became the director of the new department. 6 months later, Marcus's salary increased by 40%. A year later, he was managing one of the company's most valuable departments. What did Marcus do? He jumped at the opportunity. He saw uncertainty as an opportunity. While everyone else said, I don't know this, he said, I'll learn it. Chapter 9. Recognizing Obstacles. Mito no Magokoro. Now let's face a harsh reality. There are obstacles to career adaptation, but most of the time those obstacles are not outside, but inside. There is a concept in Japanese, Mito no Magokoro, inner truth, being honest with yourself. Musashi said, knowing your opponent is not enough. You must first know yourself. In career adaptation, ask yourself, Obstacle 1, fear. Does the unknown of a new field scare you? That's normal. But should fear dictate your decisions? No. Be honest with yourself. What's the worst that could happen? Usually, even the worst case scenario is manageable. You get fired, you find another job, you lose money, you earn it back, you lose prestige, you rebuild it. No career decision is a matter of life and death. Obstacle 2, ego. I've been doing this job for so many years, now I have to learn something new. That's your ego talking. Ego is the enemy of adaptation, because ego says, I already know. But the world is changing. What you know is becoming outdated. Remember Shoshin, the beginner's mind. Look at every situation as if it were the first time. Obstacle 3, comfort. The comfort zone is very comfortable. Doing what you know, working with people you know, using systems you know. But comfort is an illusion, because the world doesn't stand still. Industries change. Technologies evolve. Competitors advance. While you stand still, you are actually falling behind. Chapter 10. The long game. The Kaizen mentality. Career adaptation doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't end with one project. It's a long game. The Japanese call this Kaizen, continuous improvement. Kaizen means be 1% better every day. A very small improvement, but continuous. Mathematics confirms this. If you improve by 1% every day, after 365 days you will be 37 times better. If you decline by 1% every day, after 365 days, you will be almost at zero. In career adaptation, Kaizen works like this. Learn a new skill every month. A small skill. You don't need to become an expert. Just get acquainted with it. Research it. Try it out. Every 3 months, examine the changes in your industry. What technologies are emerging? What positions are opening up? What skills are in demand? Every 6 months, evaluate your skill set. Will the things I know now still be valuable a year from now? These small habits make a huge difference in the long run. Chapter 11. Dokkodo and Career Principles. Musashi wrote Dokkodo a week before his death. The Way of Walking Alone. 21 rules, 21 life principles. 5 of these are directly related to career adaptation. Rule 2. Do not surrender to physical desires. The desire for comfort, the desire for habit, the desire to say, we've always done it this way. If you surrender to these desires, you will never change. Rule 8. Think beyond your own well-being. Don't focus solely on today's salary. Focus on your career 5 years from now. Sacrifice today's comfort and choose future growth. Rule 10. Don't be attached to possessions. Don't cling only to the title, position, or company you have. These are temporary, but your skills are permanent. Rule 13. Don't follow old paths. Chart your own course. Don't copy someone else's career path. Create your own path. Your strengths are different. Your opportunities are different. Rule 21. Walk the path alone. You don't have to do what the majority does. If everyone is going to the same place, explore another area. Walking alone is scary, but those who walk alone discover new paths. Chapter 12. Now it's your turn. I've given you a lot in this video. I explained Musashi's 3 principles: Heijoshin, Kain, Shoshin. I taught you how to see change with Metsuke. I showed you rapid adaptation with the kata protocol. I explained how to use uncertainty with the concept of mu. I shared the stories of Jennifer and Marcus. I explained the Dokkodo rules. But now, the most important question: what will you do? Because this information is useless if you don't take action today. The statistics say this: 9 out of 10 people who watch this video will do nothing. They'll say, "Nice video," and go on with their lives. Then one day, another opportunity will slip away. They won't be able to adapt to change again. They'll say, "I wish," again. Don't be one of those 9 people. Now I'm giving you 3 concrete tasks. Task 1. Today, research 3 new areas that have emerged in your industry over the past year. Artificial intelligence, blockchain, sustainability, digital marketing, data science, whatever it may be. Write it down. Which areas are growing? Task 2. This weekend, apply the kata protocol to one area. Choose an area. Read 3 articles within 24 hours. Watch a video. Get a basic understanding. Task 3. Next month, talk to an expert. Find someone working in that field. Send them a message on LinkedIn. Have coffee. Ask, what's the secret to success in this field? And most importantly, write in the comments, I researched 3 areas, or I applied the kata protocol, or simply, I'm starting. One sentence is enough, but let that sentence be your commitment, because when you commit, you act. When you act, it becomes a habit. When it becomes a habit, your identity changes. When your identity changes, you are no longer someone who misses opportunities, but someone who creates them. Remember Musashi's final words: at the end of the path, the master becomes the path itself. Career adaptation is not a skill you learn once. It is a lifelong practice. Every experience prepares you for the next one. Every opportunity makes you stronger. Now, a question for you. Who do you want to be a year from now? Someone who still misses opportunities, unable to keep up with change? Or someone who quickly grasps every new field, turning every uncertainty into an opportunity? Becoming that person starts today. It starts now. If this video added value to you, hit the like button. If you want others to see it, share it. And subscribe, because I regularly share strategies like this. Remember, the battle isn't won in the office. It's won in the mind. Now go and write the rules of the game yourself.